The school day was over, and the hallways were quiet. Rizwan was the last one left, packing his bag slowly. Outside, the sun was painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. The school looked different when it was empty. The lockers seemed to whisper, and the shadows stretched long across the floor. Rizwan zipped up his backpack, ready to head home. As Rizwan walked past the old storeroom at the end of the corridor, he stopped. A strange sound drifted through the air. Boo-hoo, woo. It was a low, shaky crying sound. It wasn't coming from the playground or the classrooms. It was coming from behind the heavy, wooden storeroom door. Rizwan's heart began to thud against his ribs like a drum. He remembered the stories the older kids told about the school ghost who lived in the cleaning supplies. Was the ghost sad? Or was it trying to trick him? The crying sound came again, softer this time, sounding very lonely. Rizwan felt a shiver run down his spine. Rizwan wanted to run all the way home, but he stopped himself. If someone or something was crying, they might be in trouble. He took a deep breath and stood up straight. "I have to find help," he whispered to himself. He knew he couldn't open the heavy door alone, but he knew exactly who could. Rizwan ran to the front gate, where Mr. Aris, the school guard, was checking the locks. "Mr. Aris, come quick," Rizwan panted. "There's a ghost in the storeroom. It's crying." Mr. Aris looked down and gave a kind, calm smile. He didn't laugh at Rizwan's fear. Instead, he reached for his heavy ring of keys. Together, they walked back through the quiet halls. Mr. Aris's boots made a steady thump-thump sound that made Rizwan feel much braver. They reached the storeroom, and the crying sound started again. It was a tiny, high-pitched whimper. Mr. Aris shone his bright flashlight on the keyhole. Mr. Aris tried several keys until, click, the lock turned. He slowly pushed the door open. The room was full of old desks, dusty globes, and stacks of paper. Rizwan peeked inside, his eyes searching the corners for a glowing ghost, but there was no ghost to be found. Suddenly, a pile of old gym mats wiggled. A small, furry head popped out. It wasn't a ghost at all. It was a tiny, brown puppy with floppy ears and a wet nose. He had wandered into the room and got trapped when the door swung shut. The puppy let out a happy yip when he saw Rizwan. "You poor little thing," Mr. Aris said, reaching into his pocket to find a piece of his leftover sandwich. The puppy was very hungry and thirsty. Mr. Aris filled a small plastic lid with water. The puppy lapped it up quickly, his little tail wagging so hard his whole body shook with joy. "You were very brave, Rizwan," Mr. Aris said, patting him on the shoulder. "Most people would have just run away, but you made sure to find help." Rizwan hugged the puppy gently. He felt warm and proud inside. He learned that even when things seem scary, courage helps solve problems and turns ghosts into new friends.